Hello and welcome to this Oak Tree English video on the Ascentis Level 2 Speaking and Listening exam. Ascentis is one of the most popular awarding bodies for ESOL. I should point out now that this video is neither sponsored by nor endorsed by Ascentis. They have a specific format of how to pass their exams, which I'm going to share with you now. The speaking and listening exam is in two parts. I don't want to blind you with science here, but these parts are listening and speaking. The listening is in three parts, each with a 1-minute recording, which you will hear 3 times, and 3 associated questions. 3, 3, and 3. There is a technique to help you here. Read the questions and try and predict what the answers might be. Then listen to answer the gist or main idea question. It'll probably be question 1. Listen again and answer all the questions. And listen for the last time to check. The speaking is also divided into 2 tasks, the presentation and the discussion. In the presentation, you are expected to give a presentation, but also to ask and answer questions. This will require you to listen to other people's presentations and be prepared to ask at least 3 related open questions. In the discussion, you will have to use your English to evaluate different ideas, agree, disagree, and, importantly, reach a conclusion. Ascentis have a distinct formula to passing exams. You have a range of criteria, which you have to hit at least once, but you have many opportunities to do it. These are in 4 groups in the speaking and listening. The first is, of course, listening. The first part of the listening criteria is to follow the gist or main idea. This is usually tested in question 1. That is of a narrative or a conversation. The second is finding detail, either by extracting information or by recognizing features of spoken English, such as intonation, The third and final listening criteria is following instructions. Here you have to both recognize and understand features of spoken instruction. These criteria will be tested by way of multiple choice questions, true or false questions, and short answers of 1 or 2 words. Spelling is not tested, so long as you don't spell dog C-A-T. There are 3 areas of assessment for the speaking portion. All are tested in both tasks. This first one, 2.1, is the basic production of recognizable English. This includes pronunciation, such as making English sounds and applying correct stress to words and appropriate intonation to carry meaning. It's also about your choice of language as you give explanations, state facts, and engage at the right level of formality. At level 2, your English production should be of a very high level. Your third group of criteria, second for speaking, test your ability to convey or move information from your mind to another mind by speaking. You should use a logical sequence, which means well-structured, coherent speech. Start with an introduction, develop your main points, and conclude. You can show that you are doing this by using connectives and markers. What? Thank you for asking. Connectives are words like before, after, because, which connect things. Markers can be time markers. In the morning, in the morning, after that, last week, or they could be discourse markers, which tell us where you are in your talk. Firstly, in addition, for example, to conclude, 3.2 can be achieved by using a variety of tenses to express past, present, and future time. You should project confidence and consider your audience. So don't panic if you make a little mistake, just continue on. 3.3 is about giving relevant detail as you talk. And you can get this by giving full replies to open questions, giving enough information and doing what is expected of you. When it comes to your time to ask questions of other people, be kind and give them questions which they can give an expanded answer to. You might even confer before the exam and agree on some questions that they would like you to ask. The last area of assessment is how well you can engage in discussion. This is tested in the question and answers section of the presentation and, fairly obviously, in the discussion section. There are 4 criteria to be met in this section. Firstly, 4.1, you must contribute constructively. That is, you must show you follow the gist by rephrasing. You said you enjoyed travelling. And then asking a follow-up question. What is the most interesting place you've visited? You have to show that you understand turn-taking. What do you think about that? In my opinion, do you agree? And only interrupt politely at appropriate moments. If you can avoid interrupting at all, that's even better. You should be able to understand your colleagues' feelings and react appropriately. Here's a clue. If they're going, they're probably not very happy. If they're going, oh, they're probably quite interested. To achieve 4.2, you will need to express your views constructively. You should respond to questions, suggestions, feelings, and opinions of your classmates within the British value of respect. This is an excellent area to use modal verbs. That must have been difficult. You should try eating ginger. Would you like to comment on global warming? 4.3 tests your responses, that you don't have to hit anyone on the knee with a hammer. These should be constructive and move the discussion forwards. You could make arrangements, suggestions, or plans. When others do the same, you can accept or reject these ideas politely. That's a good idea. Let's call that Plan B. Finally, you should be able to get information from others. This is easily achieved by asking at least 3 open questions. That is, questions beginning with who, what, where, why, and so on. These should be grammatically correct, probably using the QASV, question auxiliary subject verb formulation. They should be in different tenses, asking about past, present, and future time. So there it is. 3 listening tasks and 2 speaking tasks, marked across 4 areas and against 12 criteria. This is a logical exam, but it's not easy. So please take your studies seriously. Take time to practice listening to BBC News, British English podcasts, and of course, Oak Tree English videos. Practice speaking by talking to your neighbours, or to English people on the bus, or volunteer to chat to old people in local care homes. If you're ready for the exam, you should pass. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please remember to like, share and subscribe to Oak Tree English. Thank you.